Welcome!
Ooh. Was that Painted Black?
Was that a Rolling Stones song?
The musical stylings of
Sounds
Brad Wacko.
That's right. I hope you like it, because if you watch this trailer, you better fucking like it, because you're going to hear it again and again and again.
Somebody likes Painted Black.
Someone likes the Rolling Stones. Welcome to Wacko Radio.
Welcome.
Episode 2 with... Wait, we won't spoil who the guest is yet until after this little piece of music. Here's some more Wacko music, and we're going to be talking about a trailer tonight.
Yes.
So,
and very important
trailer, something that's really
obviously
changing.
Groundbreaking.
And
this is what we tackle here on Wacko Radio.
The big issues.
The big issues. So let's cruise through it and listen to some of this.
See what you did there.
All right, this is it, guys.
All right.
Tonight we're going to be discussing yet another trailer. This time the trailer is
The Mummy.
The Mummy.
The Mummy.
Starring not a one and only Mr. Thomas Jackson Cruz.
That's right.
Yes.
But we need to introduce who's reviewing the trailer, which
That's right. We got Liz Wacko, Brad Wacko here, and
special guest,
Sir Sean the Professor
McNeilly is with us. Yes.
We've been working on that for about a week.
Nice. It paid off, I think.
He's here in the house.
Hello, everyone.
So yeah, let's talk about some trailers, man. There's this new trailer out that's right now, The Mummy.
So let's get into it.
Let's get into it. What are you guys thinking about this trailer?
It's obviously gonna change lives.
Clearly. It's gonna change the way people scream. In movies. It's pretty revolutionary.
We got a revolutionary Tom Cruise scream in this trailer.
That's true, because real quick, previous movies, Brendan Fraser. This Mummy movie, Tom Cruise.
But actually, Sean knows a fact about the casting.
Professor?
Don't you, Professor?
In the casting for the 1999 The Mummy, originally Tom Cruise was considered for the role.
Whoa!
And then they went with the Frasier instead.
Whoa! That's why he's a professor. He knows stuff like that.
It's a little nugget for your brain.
It is. It's interesting. Because, I mean, it's weird.
That is cool, but then it makes you think, then, if Cruise was in the 1999 version, would this version have Sir Brendan Fraser in it?
Would Brendan Fraser be doing Mission Impossible? Oh my god.
What?
Whoa.
Mind blown.
Fraser Impossible.
He could be doing that. Tom Cruise would have been doing The Mummy. But that's not how it worked.
I miss Brendan Fraser. I liked him. Did you ever see that, what is the one where they hold up the radio station?
Oh, yeah,
with,
Airheads.
Airheads, yeah, man.
Oh, with Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Adam Sandler, Steve Buscemi, that's a great one.
Yeah, dude, that was a good movie.
Because Brendan Fraser, I guess when the 1999 Mummy came out, which that was a remake as well. From 1934, you said?
The original came out in 1932.
Jeez.
God, really?
This new one will be coming out 85 years after the original one.
I think that's how old Brendan Fraser is now.
Yeah, because we've run out of ideas for movies.
Right, so if you're 100 or 90, you're like, please, enough with the mummies.
Like laying there.
Why am I still alive?
But I guess this mummy does have a female. It's a female mummy.
There we go. So obviously different.
A little bit different. I like it. I like that though.
Mixing it up.
Sure. I did like that. Yeah.
And she's looking pretty fine, if you ask me. And those and wrapped up in that thin toilet paper or whatever they were.
No.
Walking around the city, blowing up dust in buildings.
Yeah. So all right. So yeah. I mean. So there was 2 trailers, you know. The first one, not a lot of explanation, but I think we kind of all agree that it's the better trailer.
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, you can watch it.
And you get more Cruise screaming there.
There is a lot of Crowe screaming.
Yeah, because the second trailer, it gives you more information, but it also shows you, like, pretty much the whole movie.
Right, yeah.
It shows quite a bit, doesn't it?
But yeah, I believe in both trailers, though, you get way too much of the beginning of Painted Black.
Yeah, what's up with that? So, like, really, you gotta play that same riff 4 times in the trailer?
Yeah,
just
they don't even
restarting the song.
Who has ADD that bad?
Yeah, it's like, no. It's like, okay, they're not gonna play it again. And then comes the title and and then and I bet you it won't even be in the movie.
Probably, yeah.
Like, that's always the case.
Which, why that song? This is about, like, an ancient curse, right?
Well, it seems like...
Obviously, you think Rolling Stones.
Yeah, I get it pretty ancient. I get it pretty old.
But still.
And how much older...
You know, like, oh yes, classic rock for...
You can't play, like...
Breaking a curse or whatever.
30s music.
Tomb. What, like, do-do-do-do-do? I don't know.
Well, does this movie, I guess, take place in present time? Do we know this?
I believe so.
Because the Brendan Fraser one is like, that wasn't.
That one was supposed to be farther in the past. I guess. I think because it was like
the cars in those movies. Maybe.
I think it was supposed to be maybe like earlier 1900s.
Okay.
Like Indiana Jones times, maybe.
Yeah.
But
like, something like that.
Okay. Which that's what's weird about this movie. Like, honestly, like, if you cut out the very few little, like, quote-unquote horror moments in this trailer, it's Mission Impossible 7, man. Yeah. I mean, come on, the trailer starts off with Cruise running, jumping from explosions.
I mean, that's what I feel like. That's what everyone...
Planes crashing, holding on to planes, screaming.
Everyone's gonna think that as soon as you see Tom Cruise running. It's
he's like, swimming. He swims. He swims
he's on
in this
plane
one
again. In a way that he shouldn't be. It's like the opening of the last Mission Impossible.
Did you ever see that one?
I think I did, actually. It's been a while, so I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I do remember it being cool that he was actually on the outside of that plane when it took off.
That's a crazy stunt.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
I mean, I'd like to, say right now, like, oh yeah, no problem. But I'm sure I'd be like shitting my pants if I was doing that.
And he's not like a 25-year-old man doing this. When he did that plane stunt, he was in his 50s.
Yeah, he's not young and stupid. So, Here, I'd be like, do I still get paid if I crap my pants?
Yeah.
Let me look at the pile of money as I do it.
I think the ladies will like this movie because he's looking pretty. He got pretty jacked in this one.
At 54.
Yeah, I'll say it. He looked buff.
Tommy Jackson Cruise.
TC.
Because in the trailer that. There's a part where he wakes up in a body bag. Like there's like a room full of body bags, clear body bags, and then he starts screaming and like kind of, rips out of it. And he's sitting there with no shirt.
Yeah.
He looks buff.
Yeah, like buff is pretty buff.
I mean,
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
No, not Shia LaBeouf, but he doesn't look skinny in tone. Like, he looks like he did put on muscle.
Like he was like for real working out.
He's like, I gotta,
You can just like draw some like muscle lines on him.
Right, yeah. I think he did the work. He's like, if I gotta look buff, I'm gonna be buff.
Yeah.
'Cause that's the Tom Cruise way.
Yeah.
He does go big or go home. I mean, that's what I do like and respect about him. And I like him as an actor, but the fact that he does do all his own stunts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
And like crazy stunts. Apparently, not to get off the Mummy, but I guess they're making another Mission Impossible. I was reading how like apparently he does some stunt that is like never been done, and it's supposed to be pretty crazy. But they're not telling us what it is. But,
ooh.
So after we see the Mummy, I'm sure there's gonna be a Mission Impossible trailer during the Mummy, probably.
So it's not like it's not like he like did my own stunt where he like tripped and fell, and it's like, oh, I did that. That's they're like,
so A+ to Cruise for
always bringing the A game.
He does. He brings the cruise. Yeah, you gotta bring the cruise. That's what I'm gonna start saying.
He doesn't cruise through these
Are you gonna give it your all, or are you gonna bring your cruise?
He's bringing his
Let's
cruise.
tap it into your inner cruise.
That's what I call cruise control.
Oh,
snap!
Snap!
We're just beating that to death.
That's what we do here.
That's what we do. I hope you guys like holes.
Yeah. So, because guess what? In the trailer, a hole opens up.
A big ass hole.
Let's break it down. Go ahead. What do we start with here?
Something happens.
So Cruz is farting around in the desert for some reason. Lord knows
somewhere.
why.
Yeah, we don't know.
Just being cool. I'm sure there's going to be wind blowing through his hair.
He's just sliding around in socks.
He'll throw out some cool one-liners. Like some lady's looking at him, like, "Oh, you like what you see?" Something, something like that. Some hole opens up. They're like, "Whoa!" Classic Cruz.
There's a big ass.
There's like a
stone statue head
underground.
Yeah, they find some old ruins in a hole out in the desert.
He throws out a "What the hell?"
Because
what the hell, right?
Yeah.
There's a sinkhole and now there's like an underground city. What's happening?
That line's.
So obviously, what do? You go in there.
Of course.
Obviously. Right? With no knowledge of what it is. Let's go.
Sure, and I'm sure they're gonna,
this looks horrible. Let's check it out.
It's gonna be the classic thing where like there's gonna be this like Egyptian
do not touch.
Yeah, it's gonna be like enter and die, and they're like, we better check it out.
Yeah,
let's
like
get
beware of
zip
cat,
lines.
you know, it's like somewhere in there.
If you're at this point, you're too far.
Yeah.
Let's just keep going. And then there's a part. His name's Nick in the movie. Apparently,
is it?
And the
I think it's Nick Morton.
Damn.
The professor. That's why he's here. In the trailer, they're in there, and then there's a part where this, I guess, his co-worker in the movie yells, "Nick, no," or something, and he like just pulls out a gun and shoots.
Because the first thing you want to do is pull out a firearm and just start lighting shit up.
In an ancient tomb, because that's safe and fine.
I just want to know how that scene pans out. I want to see just for that scene, like why is the trailer like is it cut so it makes it look like he's shooting the rope, or is it some sort of? Because trailers do that, people. That
they do trick you. In the trailer, the girl says Nick, no, or something, and he pulls out a gun, shoots, and then you see like this rope starts going, and then something starts coming up. Like no,
Yeah.
So now they gotta
and I'm
get
sure
out of the way.
Another opening. They're like, let's go in here too.
Yeah, and they find a sarcophagus. And they're like, oh, this seems like something we should take out of here.
King Kong did.
They're like, finders keepers. It's all. I'm sure no one's gonna be.
Fox.
Yeah.
Stole your shit.
Jokes on you. We're rich, and then
There's always
leave.
that character. There's always that character in these movies. That
right.
Just, like,
it's the arrogance of people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like in the original, in the 1999 version, it was the Rachel Weisz. I think that's how you say her name. Mm-hmm. Her character. She's like, oh, I have this key. And this thing that says, do not put the key in, but I'm going to put it in.
Yeah, it's like, why? Like, there's always that person in a group, like, no, I know what I'm doing. And they clearly don't.
Curiosity killed the cat.
And you're like, I don't think that's a good idea. Can't we just, like, wait a minute? Like, literally, wait a minute. Think about what you're doing. That's why that's that saying. Like,
Curiosity killed the cruise.
Oh. That could be.
Bam again!
Bam.
Okay, so, yeah, they find this shit, and then they're like, they take it on this airplane, because there's always an airplane with Tom Cruise.
Exactly.
And yeah, at some point, I guess some crows or something get pissed off and decide to attack the airplane.
Yeah, all of a sudden. They're like, oh.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that many crows together that quickly. Crows. But anyway, a whole gang of them, like, basically fucked the plane up. So it's going down, and Tom Cruise has like... I still can't tell if they just recorded one scream and just played it a couple times in a row, or if he actually just did the exact same scream. Like that well.
I think Liz Wacko should do an impression of the scream.
The scream? Like on the plane?
Let's hear it, yeah.
I mean, I'll try.
Give it a try.
I'm no Cruise, but, It sounded like he was just like, ah! 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 Like the same exact scream.
Like everything that anyone on the street could do.
Ah!
And I mean, I guess that does... I don't want you to think that's going against my, like, he brings his A game kind of thing.
Right.
Maybe it's just the way it is in the trailer. Who knows? In the actual movie...
They could be playing the same
That's
scream.
true. Yeah, exactly.
It might not even happen in the movie. Like, who even knows?
These are the burning questions that will only be revealed when the movie comes out.
Like we said, the big issues, people, the big ones are what we're tackling. But anyway, so the plane goes down. He goes down with it.
The girl gets out. She gets parachuted out.
Yeah.
So she probably thinks like, oh, Nick is dead.
So he's dead, and apparently when you die, you get super buff, because that's when he wakes up.
Yeah, he wakes up, he's like, this is sweet.
In the body bag, and is like, I'm dead, but now I'm not dead. This is, okay.
I'm confused. He has to look, what the hell, look again. Maybe he'll say that again.
And in the original trailer, again, shorter, less explanation. It just kind of shows the plane go down, and then he wakes up alive.
Right.
So you're just kind of like, come on, movie, give me something here.
Yeah.
But, or trailer, I guess, in this case. But I guess in the second one, they explain a little more that evil brought him back to life.
Yes.
So then
I didn't really think that was really in evil's wheelhouse. To be
Yeah.
bringing people back
Shouldn't
to life.
they keep him down?
I thought they were all about the death. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's a random voiceover because he's looking around confused. Then it's like, you've been chosen by the greatest power. And it's like, what are you talking? What?
Yeah, then it cuts to Russell Crowe, which... Q Crowe.
Right, so...
Who
Russell
found out off of the old IMDb website that Mr. Russell Crowe is going to be Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Because what they're trying to do with this mummy movie is start a whole new
whole new
universe. Whole new universe of these classic monster movies. The Universal.
Yeah, it's Universal, right? They want to do like a monsters universe.
Yeah. So like I guess this movie is supposed to start them all off.
I will say something. I am into it.
I do like it as well.
That's good.
Yes.
I like it as well. Oh, other fun fact.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ding.
Oh, Professor.
This is the first time that Russell Crowe and Tom Cruise have worked together.
Ah, brilliant, sir.
Brilliant. Sheer brilliant.
That's a good one. I mean,
I guess.
But isn't it kind of weird though that they're casting these people who are like. Russell Crowe's not some super young guy either, man. Like, how many of these movies are gonna?
Maybe that's what they were hoping for.
Tom Cruise is gonna become a mummy.
Maybe to try and like kickstart this whole monsters universe, they were like, we need to get some experienced talent to kick this off.
Yeah,
maybe.
people that already have.
They want to bring the kids and the adults.
Yeah, like actors that everyone knows and likes, and hopefully that will help make it more of a success.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think so. Do you think this movie's going to be successful?
I mean, the question about that is, they've never worked together, right? You said until now.
True. Professor did say this.
The question is the world ready for this kind of collaboration? Is it?
See how long are you going to take it?
I was in it for the long haul.
Gotcha.
I hope so. They need to be because there's going to be a lot more of these
Are we
movies.
ready for this kind of power?
We're gonna have to be.
I wonder how much they really interacted throughout the movie.
It's probably only in one scene.
Maybe but I guess if they really wanted to establish Dr. Jekyll.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe he'll have a bigger presence. I mean, obviously, he's a well-known, really talented actor. I like Russell Crowe.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it just kind of adds some legitimacy to them, kind of trying to jump into this whole big franchise thing.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Which has been so popular recently.
We are in the time of the franchises. This is true.
Yeah, man. So I'm hoping so, because I've liked both of those guys, and I don't know a whole lot of the other people in these movies, like the.
Who plays the mummy?
Is
it Hilary Duff?
It's probably
Hilary Duff.
No, her name is Sophia Boutella.
Ooh.
And I looked this up previously. I guess she was only in maybe a couple other things, a couple other larger films. She was in The Kingsman, which was, I saw that movie. I thought it was pretty good, although I have to admit, I don't know who she plays in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
The character's name is Gazelle, so I don't even know if that's a person. But
she could play
She was apparently also in the newest Star Trek movie, Star Trek Beyond. She played somebody, but by the name, it's like Jayla. She was probably in a bunch of makeup. She was probably an alien or something.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Didn't see her face, but I mean, from the trailer, it seemed like she was getting into the character. Mm-hmm. You know,
she looks like she was getting down with the sickness.
Yeah, and her like 4 eyes effect.
That was that was interesting. Yeah,
this might be the first 4-eyed creature out there.
Well, it was like 2 pupils or 2 like eyeballs and an eye socket. So
it's
2 pubes, 1 cup.
What? We don't know what Brad Wacko talks about half the time. So it looks pretty good, I think.
So are you guys ready to get dusty in this film?
Oh
yeah. I know. Sean in particular is a fan of the old dust face.
I just remember that from the trailers from the 1999 Mummy. There was like one of the big like effects that they showed was like look at this fucking dust face and shit. And then they brought it back in this movie. In this movie, I from the trailer, it seems like they're going for like more of like a heavier feel than like the family-friendly Brendan Fraser version of the Mummy.
Dark.
I don't know, but no, that Brendan Fraser version had those fucking nasty little creepy crawlers that get in your skin. Remember?
True, but I mean, at the same time though, like that's a movie you could watch with like your kids or something. Mm-hmm. Whereas like this one, like I don't know if it's with all the machine and with Tom Cruise just shooting everything.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like as... I mean, you could probably watch it with your family. Who knows? It's just a trailer so far. But,
yeah, probably. Wonder what this movie's going to be rated anyway. Probably PG-13. Because
I could see it... Yeah, I could easily see some PG-13.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, some of these movies... Like, I know it's like these newer superhero movies, which are already established as a franchise or getting R-rated movies. Isn't Logan, the Wolverine movie, rated R?
I think so.
Deadpool rated R?
So. Deadpool was definitely rated R.
Guardians of the Galaxy, is that PG-13?
I think that's PG-13.
Which I have not seen, but I heard someone make an interesting point. It seemed like ever since, to kind of get back to the music in this trailer, that fucking, I say a red dog. It seemed like ever since Guardians of the Galaxy, since they had such like an old classic rock and old music soundtrack it seems like that's just kind of like a trend now in these movies.
Because I really liked it in Guardians. In that movie, I love that they threw those old songs in there.
I think it's great.
At first, I wasn't sure how I felt about it because it's not what you expect from those movies, but I think it worked out really well. And I wouldn't be surprised, if like a bunch of people were like, "Oh shit, we gotta do that."
I think so.
So then after. He's alive again.
So he's back alive, and then the mummy.
And the mummy's
becomes alive.
She's out there, and Dr. Jekyll, who's somehow privy to all this information.
Right. He just knows
already knows
all these answers.
and it's something about the mummy has plans for Tom Cruise or Nick Morton. And they don't ever explain what that is.
The chosen one. That's getting old.
She brings Dustface back. So.
Yeah, no, Dustface.
She's dusting all of London. I think it takes place in London.
Dustface won't die. That should be what it's called.
Mommy.
Dustface won't die. Because here comes again.
Don't make me throw this dust at you.
Quickly, put on your medical masks. Don't breathe in this dust.
I'm sure Tom Cruise will know what to do.
He runs. He always does. He'll shoot it. He'll shoot all the dust.
He'll scream and it'll just fall apart.
Shoot the dust to death.
Nick, no.
He's like, I eat dust for breakfast.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Looks dusty in here.
Someone needs to clean up the dust.
Spring cleaning. I can't wait for the one-liners. Bring them on. Yeah.
My God.
Good thing I got my pledge.
Give me some of that Murphy's oil.
See, that's all they needed to defeat the mummy.
I know.
Exactly. If it's dust,
some
how
lemon
bad
pledge.
Because it looks like dust. It doesn't look like sand. Because in the Brendan Fraser versions,
I guess it is sand.
That looks more like
but this one looks like dirt or
it just looks like it just whipped up all the dirt and grime of London, and started throwing it around.
Yeah.
Because Okay, another thing that it seems like from the trailers, like, I don't know how much time they actually spend in the desert.
Yeah, I don't like, that's weird. Weird.
Yeah.
Because I feel, because the Brendan Fraser one, like, that was mostly out in the desert, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The whole movie.
Yeah.
I think the sequel
maybe
was
the beginning he was, like, leaving from somewhere else and went to the desert.
Right, but that's where most of it was taking place.
Yeah, they're like in the desert pretty much the whole time.
There's like Arabian dudes and camels and all kinds of shit.
Right, and they're the ancient ruins. Yeah, this one, it's
camels and horses.
It's an ancient curse following you, Tom Cruise.
You're the chosen one.
You're all buff now.
Oh yeah, the chosen one.
Yeah, enough of that chosen one.
Enough of the chosen one.
Does he have like a mark on his arm?
I know. Look below your left shoulder.
The birthmark on your ass.
I always got made fun of for this when I was a kid. And then he'll be like, who's laughing now?
I could never change in the locker room.
Tommy Smith used to beat me up. Who's laughing now, Tommy Smith? And then, like, later in the movie, they'll run into Tommy Smith. And they'll be like, hey, what's up, loser? And he'll shove Tom Cruise. And he'll be like, oh. And he'll make something fall on him. Like, that's what's up.
But it just looks like it just looks like a Tom Cruise action movie. It doesn't look like a Mummy.
No.
It's like a Tom Cruise, another Mission Impossible.
It's Tom Cruise going to outshine the Mummy.
Yeah, well, you know what? On the cast list, it lists her first.
Oh.
Cruise is actually second.
He got bumped.
Oh. He didn't.
But so I don't know. I mean, but he may still. I mean, it's Cruise. He may
sure
still steal the show.
Graceful bump. He was like, go on.
But you do see some shots of the Mummy doing some really great Cirque du Soleil.
That's true. Yes.
She's doing.
So that and the eye thing, she's got a strong case.
Yeah, she got nice eyes and a nice core.
She's strong core for
doing that little rope move, pull up in the chain. That takes some serious core.
Yeah, what they're like in like the middle of a it looks like in the middle of some kind of
like lab.
Something like that. And she's like climbing up like a chain.
It's like some Captain America shit. Like everyone's sitting around somewhere. Let's see what happened to this old ancient artifact.
She starts climbing up, and it looks like Cirque du Soleil.
It looks like circus today.
I mean, it does. So really,
no, for real. Yeah. So I don't know what is going on in that scene where that's acceptable, but I mean that's okay.
But you do get to see Tom swim. Is this the first time that you see Mr. Tom Cruise swimming underwater?
I don't know. I mean, there's so many Mission Impossible movies. He had to have been in the water.
Yeah, he had to have been. That's. Yeah.
They had the classic I'm scared, Nick. Just look into my eyes.
I know.
Yes, the dangerous. We're gonna die. We might die, but sexual tension.
It's time to have a conversation about our relationship.
Let's get turned on, but we might die. And then it's like, oh my god, I might die, but I think he likes me. That's what's going on through her head.
He might like me.
I think he might like me.
I bet you All right, here's
he doesn't want me to die, but if I don't die, he'll want to date me.
I have a prediction. I think the girl character will die.
You think so?
And then she'll come back as a mummy.
Write that down.
And the Dracula, because I'm sure they'll be making a Dracula.
Tom Cruise as Dracula.
I bet you there's gonna be.
Yes. I want him to be every single one. He's Frankenstein. He's Dracula. He can do it all.
He has an exclusive contract with Universal.
Yeah, what's it? Russell Crowe's Dr. Jekyll.
Can you imagine
Tom Cruise is Mr. Hyde. He won't go away. He's like, no, baby, I'm all in on this.
Russell Crowe being like, really?
Yeah, but
it would become like a Eddie Murphy Nutty Professor.
Yeah, totally.
Tom Cruise.
It's just always
Tom Cruise.
And Tom Cruise.
If you thought you saw Dracula and Frankenstein fight before, this time it's Cruise on Cruise.
And he's just blowing stuff up.
I wonder how
running,
many more,
shooting things.
I wonder how many more references they're gonna make in this film. Okay, they have Russell Crowe as Dr. Jekyll. Yeah. I wonder if they're gonna have this mummy is 1 mile away from Transylvania. It's gonna be some bullshit.
Or something about they're in London, the werewolf or
werewolf. Tom Cruise is a werewolf.
Werewolf.
There we go.
Tom Werewolf Cruise.
So he's the werewolf. He's gonna be Mr. Hyde.
I think one of the next ones though, actually,
Dracula.
in all seriousness, guys. Come on, guys. Enough with the jokes. Right. Let's get serious. Right. We want to inform the audience some serious facts.
Well, I thought I was.
And I think they're making a Creature from the Black Lagoon is supposed to be, I think, maybe the next one. That or probably a Dr. Jekyll one.
Okay.
But, which I never seen the original, but that was around the same era as The Mummy.
Yeah.
So maybe, let's get who could be a creature from the Black? Who could be a good creature?
Tom Cruise.
Obviously. Make it Nicole Kidman. Let's get those.
Yeah.
Let's bring it back.
Let's have her be the bride of Frankenstein. Tom Cruise as Frankenstein. Let's see some.
Bride of Frankenstein.
The exes go at it.
Well, would they have to do like Frankenstein first?
I think.
Probably.
Isn't that?
I guess before they.
But then maybe they'll switch it up though. Make it like that would be like their clever little like change. Oh, I got it, guys. How about instead of the Frankenstein before Bride of Frankenstein, wait for it, studio execs, Bride of Frankenstein before Frankenstein.
Oh, clever.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, what a brilliant idea, Max.
Very good, very good.
Or
another prediction.
The husband of the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yeah. The bride's cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm rooting for this. I think it's a cool idea what they're doing. And I don't know, but if this movie, I don't think it would be like a bomb. Like, I don't think the movie, I'm sure it'll make money. But if it doesn't, then that's when you start getting those exclamation marks. Like, should we not do Dracula?
Yeah, I mean, at that point, does it sink the whole idea of the monster universe?
I don't think it should sink the whole idea, though, because, I mean, he's so associated with Mission Impossible. I don't think.
But how many more franchises is Tom Cruise going to be?
No, I know, but I'm saying if they like the professor said, if they just had him to kind of kick off the whole idea of it, okay, I get it, because he's everybody knows who Tom Cruise is.
You should hope so.
Yeah.
You would think.
If not, just
you would imagine.
Get the hell out of this country.
If you have no idea who he is, I mean, I don't know how to help you. It's going to be awkward at parties, guys, if you don't know who Tom Cruise is. That's all we do is talk about Tom Cruise. Obvi.
Yeah.
I don't know who Tom Cruise is. Like, there's the door.
Invited you to this party.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Did you just fall on the?
How did the trailer end? I know it ended with that fucking riff one last time. Like they had to get one more in there.
Honestly, I don't really know. Aside from what we already broke down, it doesn't really say much else except that evil's got plans for it. I don't know. I guess that's just supposed to be
the ultimate evil.
The end of the world, and just like the Mummy, Tom Cruise, and Dustface. They're just gonna hang out.
There's a showdown because it does show like what rats or something, right?
Oh yeah, he gets
a part
that little rat orgy.
He's just laying there. There's like a kind of like there's a quick sequence where he's like kind of running from things that are chasing him, and the rats is one thing.
But he's just he's taking it though. Everything else, every other scene, he's running from explosions, running from dust. But when those rats involved, he's like,
but the rats catch him.
I'm just gonna lay here.
My only weakness.
He survives everything. But he can survive a plane crash, a dust face, an ancient tomb. But not rats.
Yeah, that's
the plan that the Mummy had for you. I don't want you to die in a fiery plane crash, which is at least exciting. Instead, we're just going to have a mob of rats chew you to death.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to go.
So I think, that's the thing, man. Trailers,
it's not very hero.
These action movie trailers just show so much, man. Because basically, I feel like you could probably see the whole movie just from the trailer. Because what happens? So what do you think? The plane crashes. Oh, this guy's dead. But here's a coffin, or what is it called?
Sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus. Yeah. My lord, it's a big word.
He's a professor.
And then those people take it, and it's probably like the government or something. And then
well, right, because
and that's when she gets unleashed, and then they're like, our government can't save this. Our armies can't save this. And then in comes Cruise.
There are like soldiers and shit in there at some point, right? So then you got to think like. Because this just makes me think of like there are a number of movies where somehow there's like some random like Nick Morton. I don't know what he's supposed to be in this movie, but they find this shit, and then when everything goes to hell, like they always still let like the random civilian come along with the army to like fight the evil or whatever. Like, I'm pretty sure they'd be like, go home, Nick.
Yeah, you would think.
The military's got this, but it's like the same thing as like if you ever seen the Transformers movies, it's like this like teenage kid.
I know.
And the military's like, nah, bring him. It's
right.
fine. We'll fight
He's cool.
These huge monsters with this little kid.
Well, she's fine.
Never happened.
No.
But I mean, granted, Cruz is an adult, but at the same time, a civilian, at the most, like an archaeologist. And they're probably like, it's probably some shit where they're like, oh, no one knows more about this shit than fucking Cruz, so bring him along.
Because in the 99 version, I don't think there was any armies and shit. I think the Mummy was after the girl.
Yeah, it was something.
And Brendan Fraser's like she's my girl.
Yeah.
Just like that. That's exactly what he said.
What he said.
That's my Brendan Fraser impression. She's mine.
He didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that 99 version. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I'm gonna predict that. He's easy there, Wonka. I'm gonna predict that. I'm
plastic wrappers.
No, you ruined it. No, I'm gonna think that. I don't know. We haven't seen this new one yet, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the Brendan Fraser one's probably gonna be better.
So
you think?
Probably. I think so.
Well, I guess I don't know. Maybe sometime we'll have to come back after we've seen the film.
Follow up, yes.
We can discuss Mummy or Mummy.
Yeah. Out of 5 Wacko stars, what do you give it? How many whack-offs do you give it?
I give it
How
two.
many
I
whacks?
give it. I don't know. Two. I don't know. I guess. Fuck. 2 whacks. Maybe 2 whacks.
I give it 2.5. That's right. That's what I said.
We got 2 whacks. 2.5 whacks.
Professor?
You know, I'm gonna say 3.
Ooh.
Damn. He's rooting for this
chance.
Mummy.
I want to give it a chance. You know, like I said, they got some talent in there, and you know, I mean, I'm sure with the kind of technology they have now, like the effects and stuff are probably better than the 1999 version. You know, and
Probably.
I mean, not that that's gonna make or break the movie, but I'm sure it can't hurt if it looks good, you know.
I wonder though, one last point before because sorry guys, we're gonna be wrapping this up soon, audience. Sean, have you been to Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida?
I have.
Did you ride the Mummy ride?
I don't think I have. No, I don't remember that yet.
For anyone who is planning a trip to the old Universal, check out the Mummy ride because it is awesome. But I'm curious because in the Mummy ride, it shows like. There's clips of like Brendan Fraser, and it's kind of like that Mummy. So I wonder if they're gonna switch it up and have like Tom Cruise like updated, which would kind of be a bummer because it just takes But they're probably gonna have to. I mean, if this is like the new franchise, if this is what the kids are gonna consider the Mummy. Kids are gonna say, "Have you seen the Mummy?" They're gonna be talking about this one. Not gonna talking about 99
you gotta think like
or
a lot
32.
of teenagers and stuff now. Like they were born when the 1999 Mummy came out.
Right? Yeah.
You can't see that ain't no baby movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, I mean, same thing with. I saw something online recently about the new Beauty and the Beast movie where they were like, "Oh, people are gonna know Emma Watson as Belle." Now instead of as Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is like weird to think about because for us it's like, all right, we've seen her do both, and for us the first thing we really knew her from was Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm.
But for like younger kids, that are watching this new version of Beauty and the Beast, she's gonna be Belle now for them. Mm-hmm. Which is interesting.
It is interesting. And
it's funny how that
completely off topic. Sorry.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
It's just it makes sense.
We're talking about franchises because Disney's doing. That's a whole new Disney thing. Is they're remaking all the cartoons as real life and
a bunch of remakes.
So bring on the real life Jasmine. That's all I say.
Real life Aladdin. That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I think they're doing it.
But that could be a whole other.
Did you guys see the? The Jungle Book. That was a good one that they redid.
I heard it's good. I have not yet seen it.
I have not either.
The Wackos have not seen it yet, but we will.
It could be another,
Ooh, we could whack that one as well.
We could.
Yeah, let's whack it together.
We could whack it as a crew, as a unit. One big unit. A unit whack.
The predictions of the new Disney remakes. That could be what.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah.
Right?
I like it.
Oh yeah, Disney movies. Oh my.
But I don't know. So we talked about Dustface. We talked about music. We talked about explosions. Russell Crowe, Screaming Tom,
use of firearms.
Exactly.
A lot of firearms. What are they gonna know that bullets don't hurt mummies? You need some you gotta read something out of a book.
Right, it's always there's some ancient books in a library somewhere that's got the answer.
Exactly. They'll be like, oh, like it'll be like in the corner behind like something.
When is this movie come out? June 9th?
June 9th. Yeah, it's the...
Mark your calendar.
Start marking it, guys.
Check it out, guys. Yeah, check out the trailer, too, you know?
Yeah.
But I would think, personally, that the first trailer, the original one, is a little bit better.
Yes, agreed.
It's just God, man, it shows so much.
You'll know which one it is because it just plays Paint It Black, the riff, though, the whole time. Like, over and over from the beginning. It's not even the whole song.
Yeah. If you're sick of that song halfway through the trailer, you're watching the second one.
Exactly. Keep going, I say. And here's one more thing before we are done. Before we close out here.
You have a final thought?
Any predictions for one-liners in the movie?
I'm hoping for some good one-liners.
I mean, it seems like they showed, like, a couple short ones in the trailers, right? Where he was like, my God.
What the hell?
Yeah. So far, that's what they're sporting right now.
Right. I'm hoping that...
You got something, Liz?
I'm hoping that there's something like, well, what is that? Oh my God. And someone tells Tom Cruise, like, it's the mummy. And he just, shoots something else and something falls off a building. Like, it shoots up another ancient statue and he's like, well, who's your daddy? And it's like something like that. That's what I wanted. some kind of corny, punchline.
I hope so.
I'm waiting for it.
I hope so, man.
I'm really waiting for it.
You got a little toilet paper stuck to your shoe. I don't know, some kind of stupid ass shit.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how they stop it. They just step on the one loose roll and she unravels.
Yeah.
That was it the whole time.
You're just like,
oh shit!
Damn it!
Wipe yourself off.
All you have to do is replace the roll.
She's gonna get flushed.
Yeah, right.
That's how it ends.
She gets flushed in some whirlpool.
He'll trip and fall and hit the flush on a toilet, and it's like, oh, he did it.
That's the answer.
He's a genius. Yeah.
Humanity's savior.
Because there's always a part where they try to shoot a spirit or something with a gun, and bullets don't work.
And she's dust. What are you gonna shoot dust?
Yeah, but they always look so shocked, like this isn't working. Yeah.
Come on, man.
But guys, any final words? For one thing, thank you, audience. If you made it this far, thanks for listening. And
all right, audience.
All right, audience. Give it up to you. You guys are
Greg
and if you guys
Tina,
Rob. Greg, Tina, Rob, Jenkins. If you guys, if you want. Like the video, maybe comment.
See what you think. Is there anything we missed in the
and subscribe.
Trailer? Yes.
And subscribe because the more subscriptions you get, the more episodes you'll get.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right, guys. So final words, whackers. Professor, what do you got? One more fact for the road.
One more fact. Let's see. Nope.
He's had plenty this whole time.
He had plenty, man. Professor's tapped out.
I gotta recharge here.
All right, guys, we're gonna go recharge. Everyone go recharge themselves as well.
Thanks. Mummy Impossible.
No.
Impossible.
And it just got figured out, man. Just got figured out. All right, guys, remember, keep on whacking.
This is the prof signing off.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!